The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Latham. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. Lowers those pads. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Running into the open space. Across the 25. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Latham. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive, and it came. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Fighting off the defender. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Nevada. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. Rolling right and going deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nevada.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just...
Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds. to 41 after the good game there.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around, too many guys not playing with great gap integrity, and the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem when trying to stop this running game.
And the Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that scooter away offensively. They're up by 7 over Missouri. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Purdy. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looking left. Wide open downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Latham. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the direct snap, it's Carson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Latham. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the snap, it's Latham. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. In the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the option. Creates a little room. Turning it on. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Nevada going quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Buys a little time. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Tosses it incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the 1st half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Johnson looking to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
Might be changing the route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Clinton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They want to run this quarterback. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they've regained the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the big fullback. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Purdy. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
Nevada trying to convert the 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Fullback's got it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Give to the fullback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
He's brought down at the 34. Second down coming up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Calls his own number. Shakes off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Falcons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 21 to Sam Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the back. Off play action on 1st down. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Purdy. He unleashes a long one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope open. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Wants to go up top. Now adjusting. Trying. The offense coughs it up. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Takes the handoff. It's Latham. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball. They get the TFL. And now they set up fourth and long.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Falcons will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Purdy. Working that wide receiver screen. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. With the catch, it's Ashley. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great...
It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Nevada. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Latham. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Latham. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
That's a disappointing play if you're on offense, I think, because you've got the lead. The defense knows you're going to run it. So it's understandable that you're not going to break off a 50-yard home run, but you've got to stay in the field of play. You cannot run out of bounds and stop the game clock at this juncture.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Latham. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Air Force.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. There he goes.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the first down. Great effort on fourth, surging ahead to keep his offense on the field.
Handoff to the fullback. And he's still running after the move. Racing to the right. The tag. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44.
First and 10.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Scanning the field, it's Purdy. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.